All right, so now we're going to solve two-step inequalities. These are probably the 4 different scenarios you could get. So I'm going to go over each one. So whatever number is next to x is what you're going to get rid of last. Okay? So here we're going to subtract 2. That's how you get rid of plus 2. But whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. So minus 2. I haven't done anything with this 5x, so it comes down. This becomes 20. Then you divide both sides by 5. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X is less than 4. Done. Here, all right, so now we're going, remember, the number next to x we're going to get rid of last. So we're going to get rid of that negative 4 last. So we're going to get rid of this minus 3 first. So add 3. Add 3. Then we're left with negative 4x, because I haven't done anything with that, is greater than 12. Then we're going to divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. When you divide by a negative number, it causes the inequality to change directions. And now 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. Now let's solve this one right here. So now, again, the number next to x is going to be the last one we get rid of. So we're going to get rid of this negative 3 over here by adding 3. That's gone. Adding 3. So 2x is less than 4. Then we're going to divide by 2. Divide by 2. X is less than 2. Last one. Again, we're going to get rid of the number next to x last, so we're getting rid of the negative 5 last, so we got to get rid of 2. I'm going to subtract 2, and now that's gone. Subtract 2. I'm left with negative 5x is greater than 23. Okay, so that's not going to divide perfect, but that's fine. Divide by negative 5, gone. Divide by negative 5. So x is now the inequality is going to change directions. And now this doesn't divide perfectly, so we're just going to leave it like negative 23 over 5. Now we're going to go here. So here's one example. Here's another example here. And the last example will be over here. Okay, so the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the height when it hits this up and down line. When does this graph line hit this up and down line? So the y-intercept for this one is 2, because that's 1 and that's 2. So you could say 2 or you could say 0, 2, because that's a coordinate. Both are acceptable. So the y-intercept is 2 or 0, 2. Here, the y-intercept, so the height when it hits it is right here. So the height's going to be 10, 20, 30. So the height is 30, or you could write 0, 30 as the y-intercept. Last example. So the height is actually below 0 when it hits. So it's actually negative 10. So the y-intercept is negative 10 or 0, negative 10. Okay, now we'll graph a couple things. Let's graph this, which is y equals negative 3x plus 2. So this is our y-intercept. So we know that the graph is starting at this height. Then the slope is negative 3. Remember, if it's a whole number, you're going to put a 1 underneath it. So now this is down 3 to the right 1. So from here, you're going to go down 3 to the right 1. And there it goes. It's graphed. Let's do this one. So this one, it says it starts on negative 2. So that is our height in the beginning. The slope is going to tell us how to find the next dot from here. So it's up 1 to the right 3. So up 1 to the right 3. And now you just connect them and you are graphed. Then right here, so here I graphed it already and I want you to write the equation. So we know it's y equals, our start point is 2, so I know plus 2 is over here. There's always an x there. Now we have to figure out the slope. So how does this first dot get to the second dot? So it goes down 1. So down 1 means negative 1. And then to the right 2. To the right 2. So that's our equation for this line. Now let's find out this one. So here, again, it's y equals, my start point is negative 1, so I'm going to write minus 1 over here. I'm going to have an x here. Then how does this get here? It goes up 2, so positive 2, and then to the right 1. That's it. You could also write this like this if you wanted. It is the same thing because we would have put a 1 underneath it anyway. All right, last thing is how to get an equation out of a chart. First things first, you're going to need the start point. The start point is always next to where x is 0. So we know that the start point is 8. We know that there is an x that goes here. Now all we need is the slope. Okay, so we're going to find it here by picking 2 random points. First point, second point, and then we're going to do the slope. So remember, it's the change in y divided by the change in x. So this is x, this is y, this is x, this is y. So how does the 2 get to the 4? So it goes up 2. Then you do the x's. How does a 3 get to a 2? It goes up 1. So the slope is 2 over 1. And there's your slope. So now I know what my equation is. Y equals 2 over 1 x plus 8. If you wanted to actually divide that and leave it as 2, that would also be correct. And that's it.